Hi guys, in this video we're gonna see the translation from gene to DNA. First, we're gonna say what's a gene. Genes are the instruction manuals for our bodies. They are the directions for building all the proteins that make our bodies function. They are made of DNA. One strand of DNA contains many genes. The genes are needed to give instructions for how to make and operate all parts of our bodies. Our body has 25,000 genes that contain the information to make certain parts of our bodies.
An example is our red blood cells that transport oxygen around our bodies. These cells use a protein called hemoglobin to capture and carry oxygen. Only a few genes contain the instructions for making hemoglobin proteins. Other examples are the enzymes that produce pigment in our eyes and keratin that is responsible for growing hair and nails.
Another important concept is a protein. Do you know what is a protein? Proteins are the machines that make all living things function. Our bodies are made up of about 100 trillion cells. Each cell is responsible for a specific job. Every cell contains thousands of different proteins which work together to run the cell. There are special proteins called structural proteins. These help the cells extend the branches and hold them in place.
Cells use information encoded in their genes, which are a sort of protein library, as the blueprint for making proteins. Each gene in the DNA encodes information about how to make an individual protein. When a cell needs to make a certain protein, specialized machinery within the cell nucleus reads the gene and then uses that information to produce a molecular message in the form of RNA that is very similar to DNA.
RNA moves from the nucleus into the cytoplasm of the cell. Once in the cytoplasm, the cell's protein-making machinery, the ribosome, reads the message and produces a protein that matches the specifications from the gene. Once made, the protein travels to the part of the cell where it is needed and begins to work.
In conclusion, each step in making a protein requires the work of highly specialized proteins, and that's why the cell needs thousands of different proteins to make our body function.